Today, I have breaking news about an upcoming Western to be released in 2026. It adds horror to the Western genre. Just like Ryan Coogler's Sinners, it's the most controversial and anticipated film, Blood Meridian, the adaptation of Cormac McCarthy's brutal, poetic anti-Western. Is this unfilmable masterpiece finally going to hit the big screens? Grab your favorite bourbon and let's dive right in. If you've read Blood Meridian or even heard about it, you know it doesn't take place in the Roy Rogers West. No heroic sheriffs or saloon shootouts here. This is a Saw-style Western horror philosophical gut punch set in the 1850s frontier, directed by John Hillcoat, with a script by Oscar nominee John Logan. This 2026 release could redefine the genre. I just hope they don't compromise on the source material. So what's Blood Meridian all about anyway? Based on Cormac McCarthy's 1985 novel, it follows the Kid, a 14-year-old runaway who joins the Glanton Gang, real-life scalp hunters terrorizing the Texas-Mexico border. It's a story of violence, survival, and moral decay, with no heroes, just survivors. In the same vein as psychological sci-fi thrillers like Event Horizon, but here on Earth. At its heart is Judge Holden, a towering, hairless, almost supernatural villain who could be the love child of Annie Wilkes and Vladimir Putin. McCarthy's story is one of pure, unbridled evil. Think scalpings and massacres, as brutal as forcing someone to watch the rise of Skywalker on a loop. What kind of sadistic bastard would do such a thing? This isn't Tombstone or Unforgiven. It's an anti-Western, tearing apart the myth of the noble frontier. Fans on X are already buzzing, with some calling it No Country for Old Men on crack. The film is directed by John Hillcoat, a gritty, atmospheric, and unflinching visceral director, often exploring themes of survival, morality, and human darkness in stark, unforgiving settings. His films blend raw intensity with poetic undertones, showcasing a knack for adapting complex literary works while maintaining a distinct visual and emotional tone. He nailed McCarthy's vibe in The Road and brought gritty Western energy to the proposition. He's scouting locations now, dropping teasers on Instagram. So this is happening. The script is by John Logan, who wrote Gladiator and Skyfall, so you know he's got the chops to tackle McCarthy's poetic style. New Regency's backing it for theatrical release, not streaming, which seems a bit ambitious, but makes it all the more worthwhile. But there's a catch. Blood Meridian has been deemed unfilmable for decades. Tommy Lee Jones, Ridley Scott, even James Franco tried and failed. Why? The violence is insane. Think infanticide-level intensity. And the story's more philosophy than plot. So we could get A Clockwork Orange meets The Shining meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre. X-posts are split. Some fans are hyped for Hillcoat's vision, others worry Hollywood will water it down to dodge on an NC-17 rating. So why review it now? Blood Meridian could be a game changer for the Western genre. We've seen neo-Westerns as the aforementioned No Country for Old Men and The Harder They Fall push boundaries, but this might just break the genre, blending horror, philosophy, and raw frontier chaos. It's a chance to see if Hillcoat can capture McCarthy's vision without losing its edge. They've proposed casting Vincent D'Onofrio as Judge Holden. Yes, please. Can they balance the violence with the novel's deep themes about humanity's dark side? Stephen King himself pushed for a Blood Meridian film that could bring some originality, like the supernatural horror Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler and set in 1932, Clarksdale, Mississippi. Alright, you all, what do you think? Can Blood Meridian live up to the hype, or will it crash harder than Ted Kennedy into Chappaquiddick Lake? Comment, especially if you've read the book or got casting ideas. If you're as pumped as I am, smash the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Western reviews. And as always, keep watching movies.